Hi, I'm Susan Bowerman, and today's how-to is about how to select and store fresh mushrooms. You know, mushrooms are worth getting to know when you consider that a medium mushroom only has about 4 calories. So let's talk about how to select and store them. When you look for mushrooms in the store, the first thing you want to look for is to make sure that your mushroom cap is dry and that it's firm. You don't want any soft spots or any moldy spots. They shouldn't have any moisture on them. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing you want to do with your mushroom is turn it over. If you're looking at these small brown mushrooms or white mushrooms, the underside of your mushroom should be closed, okay? Because that's going to be an indication that it's fresh. Now with a Portabella mushroom, you're always going to find the underside's going to be open. These tend to have a richer, meatier flavor, so you can't expect that these are going to be closed. So that's how those will look. Now, when you're ready to store your mushrooms when you get them home, you might be tempted to just leave them in the container that they come in, but the best thing to do is to put them in a paper bag. So, when you get them home, just take them, put them in a paper bag, close it up lightly, and just put it in the refrigerator. You really don't want to keep it in a plastic bag because that tends to retain moisture and your mushrooms are going to get soft and they're going to mold more quickly. Now, the best way to wash a mushroom is really not to wash it at all, but just to take a damp paper towel and just gently wipe it. They're usually not that dirty, and you don't really want to soak them in water because they're kind of spongy and they tend to absorb moisture. So just give it a quick wipe. The other thing that I hear people do sometimes is they peel their mushrooms. I really discourage you from doing that, and I'll show you why. We've got this nice brown mushroom here. That brown color is an indication of some very healthy antioxidants in the mushroom. If you peel that away, you're taking a lot of nutrition, so don't peel them. Once you're ready to prepare your mushrooms, you really don't have to do much. You can pop the stems off if you want to, although with these small brown mushrooms or white mushrooms, I encourage you to just leave them. What you can do if you want to is you can just trim the ends off a little bit with your paring knife, and then they're ready to go. The Portabellos, on the other hand, the stalk here tends to be pretty tough, so you probably aren't going to want to leave this one on. But what some people do is cut it off, put it in the refrigerator, again in the paper bag, and just hang on to it, and then the next time you're making a soup or a stew, you can just throw that stem in there and it'll add some nice meaty flavor to your dishes. Now the other thing about mushrooms, aside from the fact that they're so low in calories, is they're loaded with nutrition. So mushrooms are a good source of vitamin B. They are also a good source of selenium. And the other thing that's interesting is they're one of the few plant sources of vitamin D. So see if you can find some ways to incorporate these super nutritious vegetables and add a meaty flavor to so many dishes at home, giving you low calories and lots of nutrition.